Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. তো আজি মই লৈ আহিছোঁ ক্লাছ 10 লং কুৱেশ্যনছ এণ্ড আনচাৰ্ছ ইংলিছ টেক্সট বুক। ক্লাছ 10ৰ ইংলিছ টেক্সট বুকৰ কিছুমান লং কুৱেশ্যনছ এণ্ড আনচাৰ্ছ। তো এইটো নগাঁও ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টৰ হাফ ইয়াৰলি এক্সামৰ পৰা লোৱা হৈছে। চ' লং কুৱেশ্যনখিনি তোমালোকে চাবা। প্ৰিভিয়াছলি MCQ কিছুমান দিয়া হৈছিলে কুৱেশ্যন পেপাৰৰ। তাৰপিছত আকৌ কিছুমানৰ লং কুৱেশ্যনৰ দৰকাৰ আছে বুলি কৈছে, চ' লং কুৱেশ্যন লৈ আহিছোঁ। এণ্ড দিজ আৰ ভেৰি কমন। পৰীক্ষাত অহাৰ সম্ভাৱনা বেছি আছে। চ' লেটছ গ' ফৰ ইট। নাম্বাৰ 1 আছে, why was Lenzo not surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? Lenzo was not surprised because he had a strong faith in God. He believed that God would help him in his time of need. When he received the letter with money, he assumed it was God's response to his request. তাৰপিছত 2 নম্বৰ আছে, and that is when the hunger for my own freedom became the great hunger for the freedom of my people. How did Mandela's hunger for freedom change his life? Nelson Mandela's hunger for freedom changed his life by making him realize the oppression faced by his people. His personal struggle turned into a collective fight against apartheid, leading him to become a leader of the movement and eventually the first black president of South Africa. তাৰপিছত আছে number 3, how does the tiger create terror for the villagers? The tiger creates terror by roaming freely near the settlements, attacking their livestock, and sometimes even threatening human lives. The villagers live in constant fear of its unpredictable attacks. তাৰপিছত আছে, mention the instruction that Amanda's mother asks Amanda to follow or do in the poem Amanda. In the poem Amanda's mother asks her to sit up straight, not to bite her nails, not slouch while sitting, finish her homework, and clean her room. Stop sulking. These instructions highlight how Amanda's freedom and imagination are restricted by constant scolding. তাৰ পিছৰটো কুৱেশ্যন আছে, who or what did Lenzo have faith in? What did he do? Lenzo had faith in God. After his crops were destroyed by a hailstorm, he wrote a letter to God asking for financial help. His strong belief led him to the post office expecting divine assistance. তাৰ পিছৰটো কুৱেশ্যন আছে number 6, name the adventure sports that Coorg offers to the tourist. Coorg offers adventure sports such as river rafting, canoeing, rock climbing, trekking, rappelling. These activities attract tourists seeing thrill and adventure. তাৰপিছত আছে supplementary part, why did Fowler come to the gloomy French hotel? What was his authentic thrill? Fowler was a young and ambitious journalist who wanted to meet the secret agent Ozable. He expected to see an adventurous, daring spy with an exciting lifestyle filled with dangerous encounters. However, upon meeting Ozable, he was disappointed to find him as an ordinary and overweight man. Living in a small, gloomy French hotel, his first authentic thrill came when a mysterious man named Max, holding a pistol, suddenly entered Ozable's room. Max demanded secret documents related to an important mission. Fowler was shocked and scared, realizing that espionage was not just about glamour but involved real life dangers. However, he witnessed how Azebel cleverly outsmarted Max by making up a false story about a non existent balcony, leading to Max's downfall. These unexpected and dramatic incidents gave Fowler a true taste of what a spy's life could be like. তাৰপিছত বি নম্বৰ আছে state the reason the writer chose to characterize Ozable as a short and fat. The writer deliberately described Ozable as short, fat, and ordinary looking to break the typical stereotype of a secret agent. Normally, spies are imagined to be tall, strong, and physically fit, resembling action heroes. However, Ozabel's appearance was quite an opposite. He was overweight, not physically impressive, and spoke with an American accent. Despite his unremarkable looks, Ozabel possessed a sharp intellect, quick wit, and the ability to think on his feet. He cleverly tricked Max, a rival spy, by fabricating a story about the balcony outside his hotel room. Max, believing the story, tried to escape through the non existent balcony and fell to his death. The incident highlighted that intelligence and presence of mind are more important for a spy than physical appearance. The contrast between Ozable's looks and sharp brain made the story more engaging and humorous. Who was Horace Danby? How did he know all the details of the house at Shotober Grange? Horace Danby was a professional thief who specialized in stealing rare and expensive books. Although he was a thief, he was not an ordinary criminal. He was highly methodical and only committed one robbery a year to found his passion for rare books. Horace carefully planned his bur- burglaries, planned his burglaries. এইটো অলপ হেৰি বালগাৰিজ হ'ব বালগাৰিটি বালগাৰিটি চ' এইটো অলপ মিষ্টেক হৈ আছে বালগাৰিটিছ হ'ব. Before attempting to break into the house at Shatobar Grange, he had gathered all the necessary details. He had studied the house layout, security arrangement, and the owner's schedule. He knew that the servants were away and the family was on a vacation, making it a perfect time to strike. He also knew about the presence of a safe where valuable jewels were kept. Detailed research helped him enter the house without suspicion, but the overconfidence led to his downfall when he was tricked by another thief. তাৰ পিছত আছে what are the subtle ways in which the lady managed to deceive Horace Dunby into thinking she is the lady of the house? Why does Horace not suspect that something is wrong? The lady in red whom Horace Dunby encountered in the house was actually another thief, but she pretended to be the owner of the house. She used several clever tricks to deceive Horace into believing her story. Question number one, option one, confident and commanding behavior. She spoke in a calm and authoritative manner, just like a wealthy house owner would. Dressed like an elite woman, she wore expensive clothes which made her look like the actual lady of the house, cleverly framing Horace. Instead of panicking or Acting surprised, she pretended to catch Horace red-handed and threatened to call the police. Pretended to have forgotten the safe's code. She tricked Horace by saying that she had forgotten the safe's combination and requested him to open it for her, which he did. Horace did not suspect anything because he was nervous about being caught and believed her story without questioning it. He wanted to escape without trouble, so he followed her instruction. Only later did he realize that he had been deceived by another thief. তাৰপিছত আছে combine each of the following pairs of sentences into a single sentence. She does not sing, she does not dance. So ইয়াৰ দুয়োটা সেন্টেন্সে কি আছে, নেগেটিভ সেন্সত আছে আৰু নেগেটিভ সেন্সত থাকিলে আমি নাইদাৰ নৰ ব্যৱহাৰ কৰোঁ। যিহেতু ইয়াত দুয়োটা সেন্টেন্সে নেগেটিভ আছে, ছাবজেক্টটো ছেইম আছে, চ' ইয়াত আমি নাইদাৰ ছিংছ নৰ ডান্সেছ লগাম। তাৰপিছত আছে হোৱেৰ হেজ হি গন ডু ইউ ন' ইট। চ' ইয়াত দুটা চেণ্টেঞ্চ আছে আৰু দুটা চেণ্টেঞ্চৰ যদি দুয়োটা কুৱেশ্যন মাৰ্ক থাকে, লাষ্টৰ যিটো চেণ্টেঞ্চ থাকে এইটো প্ৰথমত নিওঁ আৰু ডব্লিউ এছ ক্ল'জটো বহাই কিনে তাৰপিছত চেণ্টেঞ্চটো এফাৰ্মেটিভ কৰোঁ। যিহেতু এইটো হেৰি আছিলে, কুৱেশ্যন মাৰ্ক আছিলে, এইটোক এছাৰেটিভ বা এফাৰ্মেটিভ কৰোঁ। তাৰপিছত চুজ দি এপ্ৰপ্ৰিয়েট ৱৰ্ড, কেঞ্চাৰ ইজ এ ফেটেল, এইটো ডিজিজ নে ডিচিজ? চ' ডিজিজ হ'ব, হি হেজ ছেট আপ এ কটেজ ইন ইজ লাৰ্জ ফাৰ্ম, FARM হ'ব ফাৰ্ম। তাৰপিছত হুজাই ডিষ্ট্ৰিক্টৰ আছে, হোৱাট উড ইউ লাইক টু কল লেন্সো, নাইভ অৰ ষ্টিউপিড? লেন্সো কেন বি কনচিডাৰ্ড নাইভ ৰাদাৰ দেন ষ্টিউপিড। He had immense faith in God and believed that God would send him the money. His innocence made him unaware that it was the post office employees who helped him, not God directly. Innocent made him unaware that his misunderstanding of human generosity shows his simplicity rather than foolishness. Why did Lenzo say the raindrops were like new coins? Lenzo compared the raindrops to new coins because his crops dependent on rainfall. He believed that good harvest would bring him a lot of money, making the raindrops as valuable as coins. The large drops were seen as 10 cent pieces, while the smaller ones were like 5 cent pieces. Why were two national anthems sung? Two national anthems were sung because the event was related to South Africa's freedom from apartheid. The two anthems represented the country's new era of unity and equality, embracing both the white and black communities. One anthem belonged to the white rulers and the other was for the black South Africans who had suffered under apartheid. তাৰ পিছৰ কুৱেশ্যন আছে, ইট ৱাজ এনাফ টু ৰিএচিয়'ৰ মি এণ্ড কিপ মি গোয়িং, elucidate the idea of the context. This line from the chapter A Letter to God, Lenzo, a poor farmer, had unwavering faith in God. After his crops were destroyed, he wrote a letter to God asking for help. When the post office employees collected money and sent it to him, Lenzo believed it was from God. This strengthened his faith and gave him motivation to continue despite the hardship. তাৰপিছত আছে নম্বৰ 14, valor and hospitality are inherent in the people of Kurg. Comment. The people of Kurg are known for their bravery and hospitality. Historically, they have served in the Indian army who have recognized for their courage. The Kurgi people also warmly welcomes visitors, offering them food and shelter. Their warrior spirit and kind nature make them unique. তাৰপিছত supplementary part, How was able different from other secret agents? Ozable was very different from the stereotypical image of a secret agent. Unlike the typical tall, strong, and smartly dressed spy seen in movies, Ozable was overweight and spoke with an American accent. He lived in a small, dull hotel room, which was far from the glamorous lifestyle usually associated with the spies. Despite his ordinary appearance, Ozable was highly intelligent and quick-witted. He used his presence of mind to handle dangerous situations. For instance, when confronted by Max, a rival spy with a gun, Ozable cleverly invented a story about a balcony outside his room. This lie made Max believe that he had an escape route, which led to his downfall. Ozable's unique qualities, such as his intelligence, calm nature, and ability to outsmart his enemies without using violence, made him different from other secret agents. How did Ozable kill Max without using a weapon? Ozable did not rely on physical strength or weapons to defeat his enemies. Instead, he used his intelligence and presence of mind. When Max, a rival spy, entered his hotel room with a gun and threatened him, Ozable remained calm and acted as if he was not surprised. Ozable cleverly created a false story about a balcony outside his window. He pretended that the balcony was frequently used by secret agents to enter his room, making Max anxious when there was a knock at the door. Ozable said it was the police, which made Max even more nervous. Believing that the police were about to enter, Max tried to escape through the so-called balcony. However, in reality, there was no balcony and Max fell to his death. This incident shows how Ozable used his intelligence to eliminate his enemy without any weapon or violence. What was Horace Danby's hobby? How did he manage to fulfill his hobby? Horace Danby's favorite hobby was collecting rare and expensive books. He had a deep passion for reading and desire to own the finest books available. However, his hobby was quite costly and he could not afford to buy the books through honest means. To fulfill his hobby, Horace we planned and executed one major robbery every year. He carefully studied his targets and ensured that he left no evidence behind. The money he got from these thefts allowed him to buy the books he loved. However, despite being a skilled planner, he made a mistake during his last Bargaliri, Bulgari. He was tricked by a woman who pretended to be the owner of the house. She made him open the safe for her, and doing so, he left his fingerprints behind. This mistake led to his arrest, and he ended up in jail, unable to read the books he loved so much. Horace Dunby was a meticulous planner, but is still flattered. Where did he go wrong and why? Horace Dunby was an experienced and careful thief who planned his robberies in great detail. He ensured that he never left any clues or got caught. However, despite his skills, he made a critical mistakes in his last uh, Bulgari. While robbing a rich woman's house, he was confronted by a young woman who claimed to be the owner. She tricked him into believing that she would let him go if opened the safe for her. Thinking that she was telling the truth, Horace obeyed her without wearing gloves. This resulted in him leaving his fingerprints on the safe. Later, when the police investigated the theft, they found his fingerprint and arrested him. His mistake was trusting the woman without verifying her identity. She shows that even the best laid plans can fail if one does not stay cautious. তাৰপিছত combine আছে, combine into a compound sentence. Don't overeat, you will be ill. Don't overeat, or you will be ill. Rewrite using to. He is very weak. He cannot work. He is too weak to work. তাৰপিছত making sentences with goal and goal. To show their differences in meaning. Goal, what is your main goal in life? Goal, the thief was caught and sent to gaol for 3 years. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. আৰু এইখিনি খুবেই কমন, পৰীক্ষাত হোৱাৰ চান্সেছ খুবেই বেছি আছে, স্পেচিয়েলি ছাপ্লিমেণ্টাৰী পাৰ্টখিনি অহাৰ চান্সেছ বেছি আছে। চ' তোমালোকে প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰিবা, আৰু যিহেতু এক্সাম খুবেই নিলগত, তোমালোকে চাউণ্ডটো কমাই কিনে প্ৰেক্টিছ কৰিবা। থেংক ইউ।